All right, welcome back to the Crabby Dice. Today we're going to do a full playthrough for Tekhenu Obelisk of the Sun, which is a dice drafting game from Board and Dice. All right, so I'm going to be showing you guys a two-player playthrough today. I'm going to be the pink player over here. We'll see every action I'm going to do up close and personal, and I'll be playing against the blue player over here. I'll rush his turns probably just to make it go a little bit faster. All right, so everything's pretty much set up and ready to go. The only thing I have to do is the drafting at the start of the game for your starting resources. Like every other T series of games, there's a draft for those cards, and that's going to also set the turn order, and then we'll get started right away. All right, like usual, three things before we start. Please like, subscribe, and comment on my YouTube channel. That would be fantastic. All right, so let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this right away. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to shuffle these starting resource cards. I mean, just like Zolkin, where you have those tiles you have to draft, and Tehuacan, where you have to do the exact same thing. It's always going to be 2 times the number of players plus 1, so 5. All right, and we're going to draft these cards for starting stuff. These cards you can throw back in the box. We're not going to use them. All right, so looking at here, we can grab 2 gold, 2 technologies, 3 marble or a limestone or granite, 1 of each resource, and raising yourself up on this track, which is actually pretty nice. So 3 population and 2 happiness. I'm just gonna grab the 2 tech cards. All right, I'm gonna grab this. Oh, by the way, it's randomly who goes first and grabs first, but you can do this in draft, in snake draft order. So I'll grab this. Maybe my opponent's gonna grab 1 of every resource. Then they're gonna take the double gold. It's going to start with a ton of resources, and then back to me. I'll draft the granite limestone card, and whatever is not taken, thrown back into the box. All right, so we start with this. So I'm going to decide what I want to grab. So I'll grab these 2 techs. I'm going to grab 3. Now, my starting decree card, these are endgame scoring cards, is to build lots of statues. So I think I'm just going to take a lot of granite. All right, so for this one, I'll start with 3 extra granite. 1, 2, 3. And for the tech, this one, it's you actually draw 2, but you keep only 1. So here you go. This one I can use interchangeably limestone and granite, which is a pretty flexible card to have. And this one is just every time I do the horse action, I gain another granite. That can be really good as well. But let me take this one so I could be a bit more flexible throughout the game. So this is going to sit inside my board over here. My decrees I like to keep just below my board over here. And we're pretty much ready to rock and roll. This card can go back into the shuffled back in here. I'll just put it at the bottom. All right, so the turn order is going to be dictated by whoever has the highest total. So he has 20, I have 14. So he's going to be first player. All right, he's also going to be first to draft his Ankh card. So once we do all that, these can be thrown away. He's going to get 2 gold and 1 of each. Give him that, 2 gold, limestone. Give him a ton of resources. And then from these, I think he's going to grab the scribe. He's going to grab the scribe card. Get 1 more of these. And I'm going to grab the gold one so I can have some more resources. Now, this on card is going to come into play during the math phase, but throughout the game it's kind of useless, so just keep it beside your board. And of course, I'll gain a gold for that. The ones not taken, just put them beside the board because we'll show them back later during the math phase. And now we're ready to start. Okay, so we figured out our turn order. We figured out our starting resources. Let's rock and roll. All right, so blue's first. He's going to do the first action. Now, I noticed the board, it was completely random which dice come out. There's only 4 pure dice out there for the first round. There's 2 over here for the Thoth action. There's 1 over here for the Horus action. And there's 1 over here for the Hathor action. So blue's going to do 1 of these. I think because there's so little and there's not going to be much generated later on, he's going to do a pure action for sure. Well, try to get a pure dice. But I think he's just going to try to get more resources. All right. He's going to do a Hathor action. So he's going to grab this one. So as you know from my rules video, hopefully you watched it, but any pure dice is going to go on your scales on the left hand side. So he took a 4. All right, so he's going to have to pay bread, first of all, for a building. All right, the cost of the building is indicated on the one that you want to place. So he's going to place 3. So he's going to have to give up 3 bread. Now, he only has 1 bread, but he doesn't really care. He has a ton of gold. Gold is wild, so he's going to give up 2 gold and a bread to build a building. He's going to grab a building from his track, the leftmost one, and put it out on the board. So he paid 3, so he can either place it here, 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 or here. In a 2-player game, you're only playing with the inside buildings. More players, you'll play with some of the farther ones. 4 players, 3 players, so on and so on. But for 3, let's go over here. So by placing it here, he's going to gain the resources on the track. All right, so you're going to do these steps 1, 2, 3. So here he's going to gain 1, even though it shows 3, you're only going to gain 1 faith token. So gain that. He's going to gain 1 limestone. Give him that. He's going to gain 1 papyrus. Give him that. 1 granite. Give him another one. And then finally a bread. Boom. So he just gained a ton of resources. All right, next, you're going to score 3 points for each of your pillars on that row. He has none, so forgo that. And then he's going to gain population according to the pip value. So he used a 4. He's going to go up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, because he reached the green section here, we're supposed to reveal these cards, but because I knew we were going to get to this very early, I already flipped these cards over for us. And eventually when a population marker hits the blue, we'll reveal these cards over here. All right, and that was his action. That was the first action of the game. All right, so every 2 actions is going to be a round. Every 2 rounds is a math phase. Every 2 math phases is a scoring round. And you're going to do all that twice, and that's the end of the game. All right, so that was Blue's first action. Let's go to me. All right, so since I do want to build those pillars, that'll be great. Let's go grab the forbidden, no, not the forbidden, the pure black die that's over here. By the way, if you're wondering, the dice have colors indicated by what's shading, like let's say the sun is pointing over here. So this is the light side, the sun side. So the white dice are pure and so on. And this is the other side. So there's a shadow here. So black dice are better. Anyway, that's just how the dice are placed. So from behind over here, the black dice are pure. So I'm going to grab this. So it's a 4. I'm going to go put it on my pure side over here. Now, I need to give up granite to build a statue. And the cost is going to be below the statue over here. So as you can see here, I need to give up 4 granite. Very expensive. 1, 2, 3. And my gold, 4. All right, so I paid the cost. I'm going to take a statue. Grab it. And now I got some choices. Because I took a 4, I can build a Hathorn statue, or I can build a statue to one of the people which are from the resource tracks here, or the other tracks over there. I think I'm okay building with Hathorn because I think we're going to do this action a lot throughout the game. So I'm going to build it right over here. You know what? I'll lay it down so we can actually see it. Like that. All right, so now whenever somebody does this action, anytime, you're going to see over here, I'm going to get a gold from the general supply. And by the way, this is the starting setup. If you want to make it a more advanced game, shuffle these tiles and just place them out randomly at the start of the game. But that's the way we set it up for this one. And boom, just like that, that was my first action. I don't get any other benefit for this besides placing the statue. If we were playing a 3-player game, I would also gain that benefit 1 time. And in a 2-player game, by the way, each of these gods can only be worshipped 1 time with 1 statue, as you can see with the icons here. So this is 3 plus 4, 4 plus. And also in a 2-player game, these statues activate whether me or my opponent do that action. All right, not just in a 4-player game, it's only when other players do that action. All right, but that's after that ramble, let's just keep going. So that was my first action as well. Let's go to the blue action. All right, blue's next action. I think he's going to take the pure yellow die here. It's a 3. All right, and the number over here is going to be how many papyrus and cards you get to take from the display. Right, so he'll take this. Now this is a pure die, so it's going to go on the left-hand side of his scale again. He's going to give up 2 papyrus for that, which he has. Back to the general supply. All right, and which cards are is he going to take? So he can only take from the white section right now, all right, because it's indicated by where your happiness is. He would have loved to raise his happiness, but right now there's 2 forbidden dice, and this one would only raise it by 1 unless he used a ton of scribes to move it higher. Kind of pointless at this moment. So he's going to choose between these and has to pick 2 different cards. I think what he's going to do is going to grab this one. And he's going to grab this one. All right, so this one he's going to use right away. This is when he does this action. He can do this one time. But this one is he can use it right now. There's gain 3 population or 3 happiness. You can use this. Create a discard pile over there. And he's going to gain 3 happiness. 1, 2, 3. So now he's in the red section. Then we refill. And he'll keep this on the side of his board. All right, so that's going to be it for blue. Back to me. All right, I think what pink's going to do is grab a tainted die over here so I can raise my production and get some resources, because right now I got nothing. I got 1 gold piece to my name, so I can't do much. I'm going to need more granite or limestone because I got this interchange card. I really don't care which one I take. So I think I'll take one of these dice. Let's grab the 5 so I don't grab too much on the right hand balance of my balancing board over here. I'll take the 5. So when you go over here, the 5 means I'm going to build a building over here. Which means first you got to pay a happiness to put out the building. All right, so back to 1 or down to 1. I'll take the leftmost building that I have. And I'll put it on the track here. Let's go to the granite, of course. So I'm going to go here. So this means I'm going to move my granite. Actually, you know what? I have a better idea. Let me take the 6 instead. Let's put this 5 back. I'll take the 6 gray. Put it here. Because I want to go on the bottom track. That's going to give me more benefits. So let's go on the right hand side here. So this is going to give me 2 bumps up on granite and 1 on something else. So let's go. Oops, I forgot to reset these at the beginning of the game. My mistake, sorry. So you're always supposed to start like this unless you get a starting bonus. So 2 on granite, so 1, 2. And 1 on something else. Let's go on parchment. Like that. All right, now for building there, I'm also going to gain 2 granite. Oops. There you go. 2 granite as indicated on the board. So let's grab those. 1, 2. There you go. Put it here. And there you go. I'm back to 3 granite, which is just enough to build my next statue, if I'm lucky enough to do so. All right. So that was my action. All right. Now everyone's done. All right. We did the turn order, and we all have 2 dice, which means we're going to rotate. It's the end of the round. So every even number of dice is the end of a round. So because I know it's not a math phase, every 2 rounds is a math phase. All right, so this was the first round. So we're going to rotate the wheel. All right, now the annoying part of this game is you got to reset all the dice out there. So just double check. This one becomes painted. Black becomes forbidden. These nothing changes because the light doesn't, it's still in the sun area, so it's the same. Over here, gray is tainted and black is now tainted. Up here, you know what? Let me just remove this for the rest of the game. It just gets in the way with the camera. But let's just pretend it's there. Over here, grays always stay the same. This is forbidden. Here, forbidden. So nothing changes. And here, gray is, brown goes there and gray stays the same. All right. So there you go. That's all set up. And let's go to the next draft. All right. So it is blue's turn. Look back at the turn order. So what is he going to take? Now he's at 7 pure dice, he might want to balance his stuff out. So maybe he'll get a tainted die now, just to balance things off a little bit better. So 7, maybe he's looking around. He's got a ton of resources. He can do whatever he wants. Maybe he'll buy a pillar. Let's see. He wants to get a darkness one. So let's do that. He's going to do a raw action. So he's going to grab the... Let's see. He wants to do the one on the left. So he's going to grab the 6 over here. And go on the right because it's tainted. Which means he's going to build this one here. All right. So you got to do 5 steps when you build a raw pillar. So 5 steps to this action. First, you're going to score points according to above where you are. Okay, first, you know what? First, let's pay for it. So this is going to be 3 limestone and a granite. So 1, 2, 3. And a granite. All right, so you paid for this. Done. Next, they'll score is 3 points. 1, 2, 3. All right, next, you're going to look over here. Are you going to score a point? Okay, so you got to place it, and you can rotate it however you like. But you're going to score a point for the buildings in the same row or column. So I think what he's going to do is probably go right over here. All right, so he's going to score 1 extra point there. And then he's going to score a point for every border that matches. The green border matches there, so that's another point. Then he's going to gain the benefit of what he covered up. So he covered up a bread. Let's give him a bread. And then, finally, because the raw section is in darkness and shade, and that tile is shade, he's also going to gain the benefit of the tile. He's going to get 2 more gold. Done. Refill the display. Everything shifts to the right, and then you refill the display, and then it's Pink's player's turn. Oops, I did forget to do one thing when we finished the round. I did forget to populate the board, obviously. So these extra 4 dice were supposed to join the field. So these 2 dice are going to go over here. So black and white, everything becomes tainted. And these 2 dice, I don't think it's going to change what blue wanted to do. I'm just going to add these dice in there. So these 2 go over here. So white is, white is tainted and yellow is pure. Not the dice I wanted to see. All right, so back to purple, pink. Sorry, I do apologize for missing that step, but we have to choose a die now. Looking at these dice, I don't like my options. I think I do want to grab a pure die though, because if I don't take one, I'm going to be having too much taint, and then I'm going to get a negative in the matte phase, which is not good. So let's go pure again. Let's grab the 6. I'm just going to keep grabbing the 6. Okay, so let's do 6 over here. So pure. So again, I'm going to be placing a building down here. That's going to cost me 1 happiness. My people are very unhappy. I can't even do this action. I'm off the track. So I'm going to put out a building. So let's grab this one. And which slot do I want to put it on? I got 3 to choose from. I can gain bread or papyrus. I think because I'm building so many buildings right now, I might as well get bread, or else I might get screwed over after the matte phase. I got to pay for my buildings. All right now I got to pay 1, but as soon as I put another one, I'm going to have to pay another bread. Yeah, let's put on the bread. So I'm going to go here. So it's going to be 2 bumps on bread, 1 on anything else. So 2 on bread, 1, 2. And the 1 on anything else is, of course, granite. Sure, granite. That's fine. And for building that, I'm also going to gain 2 bread from the general supply. All right, I got my bread. So that was my 3rd action. Let's go to blue for their final action before the matte phase. And let's see, he's sort of balanced right now. He's got a 7 and a 6. So if he gets a 1 on the right-hand side, he's perfectly balanced. I think what he's going to do is he's going to actually take a tainted die and use a scribe to make it a lower value. He's going to grab this die here, and he's going to use a scribe. So these are like Castles of Burgundy. You can move the value of the die up or down by 2. So he'll give that up. He's going to change this into a 2. All right, he's going to put it here. In this section here, again, build a building. So he's going to lose a population for that. Grab a building. And the reason he put 2 is now he's going to get this gold because he's the first one to build on the 2 track. So, you know, use the scribe to get a gold. Pretty good. And which one does he want to go on? I think he wants to fight me on one of these so that he breaks the tiebreaker because he's higher up. So that's a pretty good plan. So he's going to go either on bread or on granite. He knows I want granite, so he's going to go over here. So he's going to gain a granite and go up on his granite track by 1. Boom. All right. That was his last action, and I'll show you he's going to be equal, so he's going to be even when we get to the mat phase in a little bit. All right, up next is going to be our action. So right now I have 10 and 6. If I can get a 3, because I don't have any fate tokens, but if I can get a tainted 3, that'll be perfect as well. I can grab this one here if I wanted, but do I actually want to take this action? Yeah, I do want to take that action because it's going to give me a gold as well. Sure, let's do it. So this is going to cost me bread on where I want to build. Let's use, oh boy. Yeah, it's fine. Let's use 3 bread. So I'm going to use a gold as a wild. So 2, 3. I'm going to go grab a building. Oh boy, I'm going to need 2 bread at the end of this. So because I'm going to need bread, let's go on a row that needs bread. So, well, there's bread either way. If I put it here, I get a bread here. If I go here, I get a bread here. So it's not the end of the world, but I'd rather get the granite here. Actually, it doesn't really matter. Let's go over here. Yeah, I'll go there. So that's going to give me 1 granite, 1 bread, 1 limestone, 1 papyrus, and 1 fate token as a reward for all the icons over there. That into my general supply. That's the resources. I'm going to score no points there. And I'm going to move my... oh, I didn't even pick the die that I wanted. I was going to pick the... Ooh, the 6. Get to move my population 6. But then I'm going to be in the negatives. Then I could pay 1 to go to -2. I don't get any negative points. Yeah, you know what? Let's take the 6. It's okay. So this is the die I would have taken. So I'm going to gain 6 population. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to need some happiness. That's for sure. So I drafted my die, placed it on my board. That's going to be the end of the round. We've all drafted an extra second die. So now we're going to actually pause and we're going to enter a mat phase before we rotate and add more dice to the board. Oh, and obviously I was supposed to get my free gold because I took this action here. I remember, because of my statue. All right, you're going to look up here. Hathor, statue. Gold. Right there. Okay, so now we're going to do a mat phase. All right, so the way this works is everyone balances their stuff. All right, so you might as well use your fate tokens because you can't carry these from round to round. So obviously I'm going to put this one on the left-hand side. So this counts as a +1. So on this side here I have 11. On this side I have 12. So I'm at -1. So I'm going to take my token from the track and put on -1. My opponent has 7 on one side, 8 on the other side. But he has a fate token. So he's actually going to put it on the left-hand side. So he has 8 and 8, which is perfect. He's going to be even. So because he's exactly perfect and I'm 1 away, he's going to be first player again. So he's first, I'm second. We return all the Ankh cards back. Here. And he gets to decide which one he wants. He's going to go for the Crab card again. And I'm going to grab the... I think this is going to happen a lot in a 2-player game, but I'll grab the gold one again. That's going to give me another gold piece. And these are going to be shifted off to the... Actually, maybe I should have taken happiness. No, it's okay. With the gold, I can do maybe this action with the papyrus and then hopefully get a lot more happiness than just 1. All right. So, that was the end of the mat stuff. We still have to rotate and fill up the board here. So we're going to throw all our dice back. Any fate tokens that we use or didn't use get thrown back. Put the dice. With the fate. Let's just do a regular end of round thing. So I forgot last time, but we won't forget this time. So 2 dice per shaded section. Ooh, a 1 and a 1. So here gray is tainted, black is tainted, and these. Oh, and I gotta readjust all the dice as well. I think for the next few rounds, I'm gonna do this off camera, so you don't have to see me just randomly shuffle dice, which is pretty uninteresting for you guys. This goes here. Yellow goes here, white goes here, and let's readjust here. White, the top, yellow is tainted, and black forbidden, and over here black is the best, and white is forbidden. White is forbidden. There you go. So we're set up for next turn. All right, blue player's up next, 5th action, I believe. He would love to build more pillars, but those actions really suck right now because none of those pillars align with the raw shading, so it's not a good time to do it. You can get resources here. You can build a statue. I think he's going to build a statue. So he's going to grab the 6 pure dye here. So he's going to give up 4 granite, so 2 granite and 2 gold. To build this first statue. And because he took a 6, he's going to actually look at here and he's going to put on the Toth section right over here. And basically he gets a free scribe when somebody does this action. Can't forget, or when he does it himself. That was that. He paid, he put the action out. He's pretty much done. Back to us. What do we want to do? So there's a ton of dice over here. Maybe it's a good time to gain some happiness. See, I can get a scribe if I take a 4, or I can move up 5. I'll be in the red section, which would be nice for the Toth action. Okay, so let's grab the 5. So here it's going to cost me 2 parchment. Oh, I only got 1. No, gotta give up a gold. All right, let's do it. So I'm going to give up 2 of these. So I gave it up. I'm going to gain happiness according to the die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, look, my guys are happy again. So now because I'm in the red section, that's great. If I take the Toth action, I get to grab from these cards instead of just these cards. So that's that. Next, because I took a 5, I'm not going to gain any benefit. If I was taking a 4, I would have gained a scribe. But there you go. So this was a pure die. I'm going to go over here. Back to blue. Not sure exactly what he wanted to do. Well, there's a ton of... Maybe he should have gone here first. No, you know what? He's going to go grab a Toth. Does he have... Oh, he doesn't even have anything. He just has 2 bread to his name. All right. So because of that, he's going to definitely do this resource production action. He's going to grab the 5 off the track here. It's going to go into his tainted side. And he's going to build a building out here on the 5. He's going to go on limestone. Well, now he wants both. Parchment's going to help him get these cards and get benefits here. And the limestone's going to help him build more pillars. He's going to go on limestone. Here you go. So that gives him 2 limestone. And 2 bumps on the limestone track as well. 1, 2. All right, so that's done. Back to me. So I got a pure dye. Maybe I'm going to try to get a tainted dye or to even things out. Let's see. What do I have? I have 3 granite. That's enough for another pillar. I think that'll work. Let's do that. So, oops, I'll grab the 3 tainted over here. Did I give up my scribe to make it a 5? Which will make me put a statue here. No, I'm okay if there's a statue here. That's fine. So I'll take a 3. Yeah, that's fine. Put it into my tainted side. I'll give up my 3 granite. 1, 2, 3. This is the cost of this one here. Now this 3 is the Basset action, which is this one here. I'm going to place it here. Now if somebody goes there, I can either take a granite or a limestone, which is great. So either of these, I'm getting resources. And that's the only benefit I get for that action. So now we have 2 dice on our boards. Everyone's done 2 actions. End of round. I'm going to rotate. I'm going to add 2 dice. Where's my bag? To each shaded section. So the one above, 6. So this is tainted, and this is here. Then below over here, black is tainted, and gray is always tainted. I don't even have to check. Blue's kind of screwed. He needs resources. He's only got 2 limestone. He would love to take a black die or some granite. The only good one is here. If not, he's just taking 1. So he's gonna take. All right, so he's gonna do a production. He's not gonna do the action. All right, so you can either take a die for the action or take a die for the resources. So he's gonna grab 5 granite. This is still tainted, so it's still gonna go on his tainted side. Now, he's not just gonna take 5 granite though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got a couple of things to do. First, his production of granite is just 3. So 2 of this granite is going to be excess, and it's going to sit on his right-hand side of his board, which is going to be negatives when we calculate the math at the end of this round. So he's going to keep these 3. It does generate at least 3. But he's also going to play one of his cards that he gained before. This is when performing a resource action, gain 3 gold. Cool. 1, 2, 3. Nice, full of resources again. Oh yeah. Actually, you know what he would have done? He would have actually turned that 5 with the scribe into a 3, so he didn't generate any excess actually. This is going to be like negative points, so you know what? He'll do that. He'll use this, make it a 3, not a 5, and then he generates 3 granite. No excess is given, and then he still uses the card for gold. So perfect. That's a perfect move for him. He's good to go. Okay, back to me. So what are we looking at here? We have a 5 and a 3. We can pretty much do anything we want. What do we really want to do? What resources do I have? I have no resources. Maybe I want to do a resource gathering action as well. I can take white dice now, because remember, my white becomes black. So if I grab a ton of limestone, that's fine. I can grab 6. Oh, but my production is terrible for limestone. I don't want to generate limestone. I do need a black die. That would have been helpful. I can generate food, maybe. Because I don't have enough food, and I am going to have to pay 2 food at the end of this. I do also want to get papyrus, so I can do this action and grab some cards that'll help me out. All right, let's generate some papyrus. All right, let's do it. I'm going to grab this 5, which is a tainted die. It's going to go here. So I'm going to generate 3 papyrus, and 2 is going to be excess. 1, 2, 3. And 2. So in total here, now I have 10. All right, so it's 5 against 10. So I'm at negative. So my next die has to be a pure die no matter what. Which is going to be interesting because I don't see any good ones out there for me to take. Maybe I'll do this action, give up some of that papyrus I just gained. All right, so that was my action. I also did a resource action. So back to blue. All right, blue's gonna do another raw action, I think. Yeah, he wants a pure die, and the only one that'll sort of get him close to being even is that one there. So he's gonna grab 3. So that's gonna be this building here. Now, unfortunately, none of these are gonna activate because they're not in the right shaded area. Actually, this one is gonna activate. Sorry, yes, it is. So it's not the dark one, so I can maybe do this one. Wait, let me see what this one does. E12. 1 second. Oh, actually, that one's interesting. It'll let you do a free Horus action. All right, so he's gonna give up a scribe to turn that positive 3 into a 5. Maybe this is pointless, but let's do it anyway. So this 3 is going to be a 5, right, which points to this one. All right, so he's going to gain 3 points for that. 1, 2, 3. He's flying way ahead of me. So it's going to cost 2 limestone and a granite. So he's going to have to give up a gold. Oh, no, he does have limestone. 2 limestone and a granite. And where does he want to place this? Let's see. So because he's going to do a free action, I think he's going to build one of these two. So he's not going to... Oh, he's going to need the granite. He's missing 1 granite, so maybe he'll place it on top of one of those. Fortunately, none of these sides match. So green. You know, he's going to go for points because this is going to give him a ton of points. He's going to fly. I'm going to show you how this works. So when you cover up the corners, you get an extra point for each matching side. So by placing it right over here. All right. Okay, so I scored the points there. All right, then we look here. So by placing it here, I'm going to score no points for buildings in my row. That's fine. Next, you're going to score here for your sides that match. So I match the top, the right, and the bottom, and this adds a +1 for each. So that's 2 points, 2 points, and 2 points. That's 6 points in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wow, he's running away with it. All right. Then you're going to get the benefit of what was underneath, which was that extra points. And then he's going to put his pillar. Yeah. And he's going to get a free horse action, which is 1, 2, or 3. He's going to give up 3 granite to build a building, a statue, I mean. And the one he's going to build is this one over here. Because it gives him a gold. He could have built on one of those. Actually, he's building a lot of these raw pillars. Okay, you know what? Yeah, he has a ton of gold already. He's going to go up here. He's already beating me in points here. It's kind of pointless. Yeah, let's go over here. Might help out in the long run. He's going to go there. Got the benefit of the tile because it matches the shading area. And we'll flip over to the next one. Boom. All right, so that was his last action before the scoring in the math phase. Let's go to me, which I got to take 1 more die. Now, I have a 5, and here I have 10. So if I can get a +5, I'll be even. I could have a 4 here. Turn it into a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh! That'd be great. Because then during scoring, I'm going to score 3 points because I'll finally score something because I'll cross the little triangle here. And I get a resource for putting it here. Yeah, I don't have any other choice for pure dye. Let's do that. I'll grab this. So I'm going to have to give up 2 papyrus. 1, 2. I'm going to gain 4 happiness. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the green section, I grab any of these cards. Now, because I used the 4, I'm going to get a scribe from the general supply. Like that. Now I got 2 scribes. All right. And that's it. So this goes into my positive area here. And I do have a statue here, and it's a 2-player game, so I'm going to gain the benefit. So either a limestone or a granite. Let's just take a limestone. Remember, I can use them interchangeably, and it's going to give me points, so that's fine. I think that's it. All right, yeah. So now we have 4 dice, so it means we're going to do a math phase. We're going to rotate. We're going to do scoring because we're at halfway. We're going to do a math phase, and we're going to do a reset of the round. So let's do the math phase first because it's pretty simple. He has no fate token, so he has 11 positive, 8 negative. So he's going to be at 4. My math is correct. 8, 11, no, 3. My math sucks. I'm going to be at 9 and 10, so -1. All right, so I'm going to be the tiebreaker. I'm going to be first in turn order now. This is going to go first. This is going to go second. We're going to throw all our stuff in the middle here first. think I'm going to keep the one I keep getting. All right, because I do need my bread to pay this round. So I'll take the extra gold. Boom. This here. He's going to grab the scribe because he doesn't have any more scribe tokens. So let's give him one of those back. Everything else goes away. Let's return the dice to the bag. Oops. Here's my bag. Get rid of the excess from my board back to the general supply. That was the math phase, so turn order changed. Now you're going to do a scoring. All right, so this is mid-game scoring. So you're going to look at all the white hourglasses everywhere. And so first things first, you're going to score these columns over here. So I'm only going to score 3 points here. 1, 2, 3. My opponent's going to score this one and this one, so it's 6 points. My God, he's destroying me. Next, you're going to score the pillars out here. So each of your, no matter what you have, is going to score a point. So he's going to score 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to score just 1. Oh boy. Next, you're going to score each of your columns, the amount of your own buildings and columns in that row. So you just basically look at all your pillars and you just look at what you have. So this one's going to score nothing because there's no buildings there and no buildings there. But that one's going to score 1 point because there's one building there and no building there. So it's just a long way of saying 1 extra point. All right, so that's that. This track here, I'm going to score 3 points. 1, 2, 3. All right, because I reached the first triangle. If I get to the next one, an extra 3. Then we're going to look at our own little player board. So I'm going to score 3 here. Well, we're both going to score 3. 1, 2, 3, because we both have 2 statues out. 1, 2, 3. Next up, if anyone hit the top over here, you're going to score 2 points. Nobody did. And then we have to pay bread. According to here, you're going to lose 3 points. So I got to pay 2 bread. So 1 gold. Ouch. Yep, there you go. I pay my 2 bread, and my opponent's going to pay his 2 bread. And there you go. So we did a scoring. Pretty easy. Next, we're going to fill up the dice. We rotated. Fill it up. So 2 on this side. 5 and 5. So this one's going to be pure. Oh, they're both pure. Wow. And then the other side. 3 and 3. So pure and pure again. Interesting. All right, lots of pure dice out there. And now, finally, we are first players, so we get first pick. All right, first, I got no resources. I really want to get some resources. Ah, man. I'm suffering right now. I need papyrus, I need bread, I need everything. I think I'm gonna go for bread right now so I can get some more buildings out there to get more resources. So which is probably gonna be my second action next turn. So I'll take this 5, which was a pure die. Yeah. I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna generate 5 bread, but I can only generate 4, so one of them is gonna be excess. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put 1 here. Put the other 4 right over here. Yeah, there you go. Pretty much a waste of an action. You don't really want to use actions to get resources in this game. It feels like a waste. So there you go. That was my turn. Pretty simple. My opponent as well only has 3 gold to his name. Does he want to generate something? Actually, I think he's going to take one of these 2 dice. So he's going to grab the... Doesn't really matter. They're exactly the same. So let's grab the yellow one. That's going to be a pure die. He's going to have to pay a happiness for that. He's going to put a building out here. It was a 3, so it's going to go out here. He's going to gain a... No, he needs limestone as well. So, oh, but he's already winning this track. Which one should he do? What does he need right now? Does he need bread? Papyrus? And papyrus can get him a card. Let's see, this is going to give him a fate tokens or population. This is going to give him a scribe. Okay, let's go here. Sort of robbing me 3 points again. So he's going to gain a bread, Up bread, up papyrus. Maybe that's pointless, but whatever. Bread token, so we generate the bread. All right, so that was his action back to me, and now we're gonna use our bread that we just got. So I got 4. I'm gonna use all 4. Because I'm gonna do the 5 here. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this action here. I'm gonna pay 4 bread. So into the general supply. Whoops. So I paid 4, which means I can build a building on the 4 spot, which are the powerful ones because you get a free gold. I'll grab my leftmost building. So I can build it here or here. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. Let's go right over here. I'm going to gain 1 limestone, 1 granite, 1 gold, 1 bread, 1 papyrus. Boom. Look at that. Resources again. Awesome. All right, flush of resources. All right, Blue's last action before the end of the round. See, what does he want to do? Yeah, I think he's just gonna gain resources. You got the bread. So there's gonna be a pure die. 1, 2, 3 bread. Oh, just like that. Give him some bread. Oh, and because I did this action, I keep forgetting. I did this action. So a couple of things that I forgot to do. Score points for my pillars. No. Move my population 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hit the blue section, so we're going to reveal these cards here. Technology and 2 decree cards. All right. Also, because my statue is here, this is the Hathor. Look at Hathor. That's going to give me a gold. Boom. And I'm flush of resources. And I gotta take the die and place it where it belongs. Now this was a pure die, I believe. It was here. Yellow is pure. Yep. Good. I'm at 10 to 1. My opponent has 2 dice. I have 2 dice. That's the end of the round. I'm gonna rotate. We're gonna reset these things. So forbidden. Did I accidentally forget to change this last round? Maybe I did, but my apologies. Black. So everything's there. Here, black is here, gray is here, forbidden, here stays, goes up, here, white, top, and gray stays there. Whoops! Probably forgot a step last turn. We go here. Oh, wow, look at all those dice. Last 2 on the other side. Brown and white. All right, so next round before the next math phase. We got to keep that in mind. We're at 10. Maybe I'm going to grab a tainted die now, sort of even things out. If I can get at least 4, I can move on to the next happiness track here. But you know what? I have a ton of resources. Might as well go build my next. Oh, and grab a 3. Do I have a scribe? I do have a scribe token. I can turn this into a 5 to build the Osiris one. Or I can grab one of these. Yeah, let's do that. Let's grab the 3 tainted. All right, but I'm going to build a people's statue. So I'm not going to look at these numbers. So who cares what the number is? So 3. I'm going to put it here. No, it's going to cost me 2 granite here. I'm going to use the limestone, so it scores me an extra point because of this. For 1 of each. Give me a point. And let's put the statue over here. Now I break the ties. I'll get the 3 points here. It goes into my personal supply. I could have gone, but that won't score me any points. So that's fine. That was my action. Let's go to my buddy who has a ton of bread. So he's going to do a Hathor action. So he's going to grab the 3 here. Yeah, 3 is fine. I'm gonna grab 3. He's gonna give up 4 bread. Gonna build the other juicy spot. 4 bread. Grab a building. He's gonna build it over here. So he's gonna grab a bread. Actually, if he built it here, I'll score a ton of points. All right, you know what? So let's just take that back. We'll spend just 2 bread. We'll go there. Right. So we look here. He paid us 2 bread to build a building. He's gonna gain the resources of the track. He's only gonna gain a papyrus and a fate token. But now he's gonna score 3 points for each of his buildings in the row. So he's gonna gain 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then he's gonna move up the track here by 3. 1, 2, 3. And because I was there, my statue, I'm gonna gain a gold. Ta-da! This is gonna go on his tainted side. All right, so I'm looking at 10 and 4. So if I can get a 6 tainted, I'll be perfectly balanced. But there's no 6 tainted out there. I can grab a 4 here. I might as well do that. I'm gonna do this tainted over here. But before I forget, my buddy's gonna gain a scribe. Give him that. So I'll grab this. It's a 4. So I'm gonna give up 2 papyrus to grab 2 cards. 1, 2. Throw these into the general supply. And which 2 do I want to grab? This is a free action. I give up a scribe, which is pretty darn good. I can grab any card from the green section down, right? Because my happiness is here. So any of these. I think I'm gonna generate stuff to build bread. I want to get a lot more buildings out there because my endgame scoring cards is for buildings. So I'm gonna grab this one, and I'm gonna grab this one. When I produce, I make bread, 1-time card, and every time I do this action, I'll generate another bread. Pretty good. So it's gonna be a tech card that goes here, and a blessing card that goes here. Go beside my board over here. Everything's gonna be off camera if I store them normally. Let's put it like this. All right, hopefully you can see everything. I grab my die. I grab that. I think I'm done. I gave him his bonus. Okay, we're good. All right, my buddy's gonna go. Now he's got a 2 bread. Let's see, does he want to do that action again? So he wants a 3 to be perfectly balanced. So he can do this action here. But does he even care about population at this point? I don't think so. I think Blue's going to do something bizarre. I think he's just going to want to move his happiness up because we're going to score this soon. He wants to be at the same level as me. Plus, he's tired of looking at just these cards. He can't even do this action unless he sort of opens things up a bit. So he's going to use both of his scribes to turn this 3 into a 6. Then he's going to pay 2 papyrus. Gold and a papyrus to move 6 spaces here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now he can look at all the same cards as I do. And he paid a 6, so he doesn't get any of the bonus. And this goes into his negative side. All right, so we all have 4 dice. So we're going to go to the next math phase. Let's rotate. Let's calculate this. I'm going to get 10, 7, 8. I'm at a plus 2. And he's at a, let's see, 9, 6, negative 3, another positive, so a negative 2. Boom, we're tied. So who has the higher card? He has a 0, I have a 1, so I'm going to pick first. Like that. Which is nice. So I'm going to be first player again. Maybe you should have just gone up by, no, it's fine. All right, so let's see, which one should I take? This one's not bad, actually. I can raise it up. 2, 3, 4. I don't need population right now. Hmm. 5. Yeah, let's go with this one here. So gain a population or a happiness. I'm going to gain a happiness. right, so there you go. That's my card. My buddy's gonna grab the gold one. My gold. These two go away. We throw our dice back in the bag, empty out the excess. Now I'm gonna do this off camera. I'll be right back. All right, I'm up first. Dice. Look at this section here. The raw has all the dice, and I don't really want to do any of those actions. It's gonna suck for me. There's almost no pure dice, so we're just gonna. I'll probably get into the negatives here and lose points at this. So I'm not gonna worry too much about the balance of my scales. So I'm just gonna grab the 2 here. Doesn't really matter what number it is because I'm gonna go to the people. So I'm gonna go 2. I'm gonna be there. I have to give up 2 granite. I'm gonna gain a lime. I'm gonna use 2 limestone interchangeably. Actually, I'll use 2, which is gonna give me a point. And I'm gonna put this one over. Let's see. Let's put it over here. I'm gonna gain this gold here. Cool. So there you go. I broke the tie on this one. I'm gonna gain the 3 points, which is pretty good. So that was my die. Let's go to my buddy who. What does he want to do? I think blue wants some limestone so you can put out some more pillars, or he wants bread to. There's only 1 brown die. Oh, there's one. One. Oof. That's not good. So let's grab the. You know, he's gonna gain stuff from here. So you know what? He's gonna go take the 6. He's gonna build that pillar right there. Go tainted. He's gonna give up all his gold, all gold. 4 gold to build this one, but he's gonna get 2 back. So that's gonna give him 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Because we are in the correct shaded area, so he'll get this back. He's gonna want to build it on this row or that row, so he gets a bonus. So let's go over here. Yeah, we'll go here. So he can rotate this however he likes. Yeah, you know, leave it like this. So he got the 3 points. Now he's gonna gain a point for his building here. He's gonna gain 1 point for matching. You get the benefit from underneath, so 2 granite. Then he's gonna put a pillar, and he's gonna gain the 2 gold because we're in that shaded area. 2 gold. Boom. Spend 4, got 4 back. That's pretty good. Oh, and because we're in his area here, raw, he gets either 2 population or 3 fate tokens, which could be equal to 3 points at the end of the game. But I think 2 population is probably better right now. In case he raises this past here, he'll gain an extra 3 anyway. Let's do that. That was his first die. Back to me. I can pretty much do anything. I got so much gold. It's crazy. Oh, I got 6 gold. I do a papyrus action here, get 3 more cards, and grab an endgame scoring card maybe. Let's see, I'm all the way here. So this one means before final scoring, perform 1 final action. That's okay. Let's just do another Hathor action. All right, let's raise our population. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can go up to 6 more. Oh, but it's only a 2. Let's use our scribes. Let's do it. Let's use 2 scribes. Turn this into a 6. This goes here. I gotta give up bread. I got so much gold. It just depends where I want to do it. All right, spend 3 bread. I mean, I could build it here. Yeah, let's do 4 bread. So 3 gold and a bread. Let's grab this building here. Let's put it right in the middle. I'm gonna get a bread back. I'm gonna get a papyrus. I'm gonna get a gold. I'm gonna get a limestone, and I'm gonna get a granite. Now, before I forget, I have a tech that when I do that action, I get an extra bread. And my statue is there, which means I get an extra gold. There you go. I spent 3 bread and I got all this back. Crazy. Which was this extra tech over here. Yeah, there you go. That was my action. I'm not done yet. That was resources, points for pillars, nothing. Gotta move my population 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I reach the gold, so I get a gold. Another gold. And this goes on to my that was pure, right? Yeah, white, pure dice goes on the left. Yeah, good. Here, and I'm done. All right, let's go to my buddy, who I think might go build. Oh, I did forget to refill this last time. I think he's gonna go for another pillar. I have to give up everything again. Yeah, let's do it. He's crazy about pillars, so he's gonna take the 4, which means he's gonna get this one here. It means 2 this gold plus a granite. This was a tainted die. We'll put it on his left hand side. So it's going to score him 2 points. 1, 2. I don't know how I'm going to catch up, but he's already at 50. He's going to put this pillar over here. Sure. Let's go over here. So I scored the 2 points. Let's fill this up right away. Next, he's going to score 1, 2 points for the 2 buildings that are there. Then sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. So 2 points for pillars are there. Then for matching, he matches 1, so score an extra point. And then get the benefit underneath, so 2 papyrus. Boom. And then he's going to put a pillar on top. And he's going to gain an extra point because it matches the shading area. All right, so there we go. We got 2 dice, end of round. Boom, this is going to be the last round of the game. All right, so we're going to fill up our area. I'll do this off camera again. All right, my turn. Oh, man, this does not look good. All right, no point of me doing this action, right? Because I'm already at the most of my population. I can't do this action. I don't have scribes, so these are forbidden dice. I can't. These actions will be pointless. I'm winning all these tracks already. This action, maybe. So that's a maybe. This one, kind of pointless to build a pillar now. And then I have this one, which is adding more points. I think those are going to be my last 2 actions. Maybe try one of these, put more pillars and more buildings out. They deal with my endgame decree. Pillars are probably more important at this point. They'll score me more points. So I'll do this, which is a 1. But I can't put at 1, and I don't have any scribe. So I have to do it as one of these. So let's do that. Put this as a tainted. It's going to cost me 3, which is going to be... You know what? I'll use this so I score an extra point because of my my tech. So 1, 2, 3, like that. Scores me a point. Where do I want to build this? I guess I'll build it right here. Gives me a gold back. Yeah, it scored me extra points. That was an extra 5 points by doing that, which is pretty good. And because I did this action, that's about it. I paid, I put it out, I'm done. Okay, my opponent's gonna go. And he has a, oh man. He got screwed. He wanted these dice to come out better. Now he can't do that. Blue would love to build another pillar, but I can't figure out a way to get him the resource he needs. He needs a lot of limestone. He has 0 limestone. There's no white dye to get resources. There's not even if he builds a... It's going to get 1 limestone. He can't get there. All right, so he can't take these ones, unfortunately. He cannot take these ones. He doesn't want to take these ones. I mean, he can gain 1 limestone and a gold. That's 3. He still doesn't even have enough. Even if he grabs this, it's 3 resources in total. Those all need 4. How can you get 3 resources? He can't. He can't do this. He has bread. He can do this and get 1. He's going to score more points. You know what? He likes that idea. He's going to do that. He's going to go do the Hathor action for 3. Doesn't really matter which die he takes. He's going to do this. He's going to spend his 2 bread. I put his building on the 2 here. So he's going to gain a papyrus, a bread, and a faith. After that, he's going to score 3 points because of the pillars there. 1, 2, 3. After that, he's going to gain 3 population. 1, 2, 3. That's going to go on his left side, his pure side. All right, my last action of the game, because after this, we're going to go to score. Okay, what do I want to do? If I can get 3, that'll be 3 points. If I can get 3... Oh, and before I forget, he did this action, so I get another gold. Kind of pointless right now. What should I do? I might as well build a pillar. That's the only thing that makes logical sense. Plus, I'll get my 3. Yeah, I'll get my 3. Actually, I'll take the 4 maybe. Wait a second. I'm just trying to figure out which building I should build because of the bonuses of the colors, but 2 of them are exactly the same, so it doesn't matter at all. So I'll just take the 3. There's a tainted die. I'll go here. Which is this one here. Maybe I'll take the 5. It's an extra point. Hey, you know what? Let's take the 5 instead. The 3 back. That extra point might make a difference. So that's 3 points. Grab this. I'm not going to get the bonus anyway because we're not in the right shaded area. It needed to be dark for this to activate. So where do I want to put this? So I could put it here to score me 2 points. This is a point. I can go here. It's going to be 3 points right in the middle. Let's go right here. Boom. All right, so each building in the cross section, so it's going to be, sorry, it's only 2 points. Yeah, 2 points. 1, 2. Each thing that I match what I covered up. Actually, no. You know what would have been better if I went down here. No, still 2 points. Still matches only one side. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It don't matter. Gives me a gold. We're covering that up. I put a pillar. And I don't get the bonus of it. And that's it. All right, that was my last action. So Blue's last action of the game. Now he needs a 1 to be perfectly in sync, but it doesn't really matter. Let's see. This action he can't do. Can he do it? He needs bread. Does he do it just for 1 bread? You know what? Just to be silly, he's going to take this 1 from this section here. Just so you're going to be totally even, 7 on both sides. He's going to put a building, which will give him 2 points. Lose a happiness. Oh no, but then he loses 3. Oh, but then he regains the 2 and the 3 by scoring here. That's okay. So he's going to go on the bread here to steal 3 points from me. And he needed the bread to pay for his buildings. All right, done. Easy peasy. So that was it. We're going to go here and you can see straight to end game scoring. Oh, one thing that I just read in the rulebook, this does break the tie, which I find very powerful. So instead of that, let's go over here so you can at least win 1 column. Okay, so for endgame scoring, you're still going to do a math phase just to figure out who's going to gain the extra 3 points here. We already know it's going to be Blue, but I'm not going to go through the whole process. He's perfectly even, and I'm at Actually, I might lose points. Actually, I'm 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 8 and -2. I was at -2. I don't lose points. So I'm going to be second. He's at 0. He's first. All right. Then you're going to score exactly what we did in the half game again. So all these silver things. So this one here and this one here is going to be pink. So it's 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one's going to be blue. 1, 2, 3. And this one's going to be pink. 1, 2, 3. We're going to go here. So for everything in the temple is going to score. So pink's going to score 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points. Blue's going to score 3 points. But anyway, these are statues and buildings. I think the first half I calculated the pillars as well. It's not the pillars. It's the statues and the buildings. Score a point of your own. Oops. The pillars score according to your buildings that are in the cross section. All right. So, for example, pink's going to score 1, 2, 3. Blue's going to score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So I was scored. We're going to score, we'll get to that later. I'm going to score here. So I'm going to score 3 times, so 9. I'm catching up. He's going to score only 3. Let's go to our personal boards. Here, I'm going to score 15. Oh, I'm almost there. He's going to score only, he's on the 3. Uh-oh. I'm going to take him over. Top row here, nobody gets anything. Here, I have to pay 3. I don't get any points, so let's just pay 3. 3 gold, doesn't matter. Or get 2 food instead. He's gonna gain 2 points for the top track and none for the other thing. All right, we're very close. Next, end game scoring. You're gonna see who's first here. Blue's gonna get 3. 1, 2, 3. In a 3-player game, somebody's going to score 2 points, but we're not going to do that in a 2-player game. And then finally, you're going to score your decree cards. And so I got the decree card that I'm going to score 2 points for all of my statues and 2 points for every building at the temple. So that's going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 2, 16 points. All right, so if he doesn't score 5 points with his decree, I'm going to win, but he's definitely going to score more than 5 points because he has scored a temple complex again. So he's going to score everything again. So he's going to score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points. Boom! And he takes it down 1, 2, 3, by 4 points. 89 to 85. Again, don't use this as a strategy guide. I was just doing whatever. But there you go. That's Tekhenu, a pretty awesome game. Give it a shot. Pretty cool. Plays a little better at 4. More dice, more options. You don't get screwed over near the end. But there you go. Let me know if I made any mistakes as I went. Click on the link below for the rules and setup video. And of course, the expansion stuff as well. Later.